Job chapter 4. Shall a mortal man be more just than God, more pure than his Maker? He put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged with folly. Wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. A man is born into trouble. Seek God, and unto God would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. Circle verse 12. Happy is the man whom God correcteth. Despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Job answered, Oh, that my grief were weighed, my words are swallowed up. I circled verse 11. Why hast thou set a mark against thee? Why hast thou set me as a mark against thee? Answered Bildad, Doth God pervert judgment or justice? I circled verse 20. Job answered, that was chapter 8. This is chapter 9. Job answered, and I circled verses 2 and 3. If God will not withdraw his anger, the proud will stoop under him. Though I were perfect, yet I would despise my life. In chapter 10, I circled verse 2 and 22. Answered Zophar. I circled verse 4 of 12. Speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee. I circled verses 12 and 13, 16. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. I circled verses 20 and 21 in chapter 13. And I circled verse 1 in chapter 14. If a man die, shall I live again? I wait till my time comes. Answered Eliphaz. I circled verse 2 in chapter 15. Ye shall not prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. Job answered, Miserable comforters are ye all. I circled verse 20 in chapter 16. Answered Bildad, How long will you make an end? Mark, and afterwards we will speak. Wherefore are we counted as vile? Job answered, Will ye vex my soul and break me with words? 10 times you reproach me. Ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me. And why do ye persecute me, and are not satisfied? For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand upon the earth. And though worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Answered Zophar. I circled verse 5. Job admits the wicked sometimes prosper. Job answered, Hear diligently my speech. Suffer me that I may speak, and after mock on. Wherefore do the wicked live? They spend their days in wealth. 34 I circled. Eliphaz answered, Is it any pleasure that thou art righteous, or gain that thou be perfect? Is not thy wickedness great, that iniquity is infinite? Job answered, He would put strength in me. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. They that rebel against the light waiteth for the twilight. I circled verse 17 in chapter 24 and 25. I circled. Now, chapter 25. Answered Bildad. I circled verse 4. Job answered, God forbid that I should justify you till I die. My righteousness I hold fast. And I circled 8 and 9 of chapter 27. I circled 12 and 17 of chapter 28, and 20 and 22. When I looked for good, then evil came. Let me be weighed in an even balance. These 3 men ceased to answer Job, finally. Then Elihu answered, I am young, wherefore I was afraid, and durst not show you my opinion. There is a spirit in man, the inspiration of the Almighty, giveth them understanding. I circled verse 10 and 22. Thou saying, I am clean. Behold, in this thou art not just. I will answer that God is greater than man.